thank you for such a productive use of our valuable time. I do so love interminable speeches and watching brutes play at war. Truly, the spirit of Glenbrook was on display for all to see.
Yo. That writing is so on point, because I'm so mad. I'm so mad at hearing all of this. Like, I want to punch him in his smart little mouth. Yup. And she's just kind of got to swallow it. No, if you're not familiar, these two shitlords are Frederica's half siblings, I think. And they're also racist. So if you didn't already have enough reason to dislike them.
Oh, but I should watch my tongue. Wouldn't want her to go whimpering to brother.
Pay my fool cousin no mind. We have work to do. Work more important than any he could hope to be trusted with.
I apologize for those two. This was a fruitful day for all in attendance.
I am glad to hear you say so, General of Laura.
I'm glad someone said it.
I can't believe we lost. I thought you were supposed to be one of Hyzet's greatest warriors.
Get fucked.
Our foe was a worthy one. It would be an honor to cross blades again someday.
You're all right.
Thank you for your hospitality. Please give my regards to Lord Simone.
You are also all right.
Of course, Minister.
It would seem everyone is gathered. You'll find your boats are laden with a bounty of Glenbrook's finest wares and victuals.
Victuals?
Ask that you eat and drink your fill, and toast to our three nations' newfound alliance.
More of that swill you call wine? I suppose I could force myself to partake.
It's good. You know it's
Your
good.
king honors us with his generosity. We shall present these as offerings to the goddess of salt. The Hierophant, too, will no doubt be overjoyed.
I keep forgetting there's a Hierophant.
Lord Wolffort, I bring a message from King Regna.
Oh, do you now?
He would have you join our guests on their return voyage to serve as their envoy.
This is a great honor, my lord. You would represent our nation and speak with the king's voice.
He would have you join our guests on their return voyage to serve as their envoy.
Okay, Civilization also says envoy. Is it just not envoy? Why do people keep saying envoy? Is that what it's supposed to be? Have I been wrong this whole time?
If it is His Majesty's wish, it is a duty I will gladly accept. But there are 2 vessels and only one of me. Did King Regna say which of our honored guests I should accompany?
He would leave that decision to you, Lord Wolffort.
Yo!
Lord Fox, as representative of another of Glenbrook's high houses, will board the ship you do not.
And why was House Telior not given this honor? Last I knew, our kingdom had 3 high houses, not 2.
Hey, look at this piece of shit. Okay. Envoy is the American pronunciation, envoy is the British pronunciation. That makes all the sense in the world. And in that case, makes sense that they would use envoy here. Okay.
Mere fact that you whimper those words before us is answer enough.
Yo!
Good show at the tourney, Lord Serenoa. You truly are your father's son.
Well, I don't know you, but I already like you. That line of like the mere fact that you whimper those words is reason enough. Like, in his place immediately. Boarm said to surpass that of even Simone. King himself praises both his battle prowess and fierce loyalty to the crown. Sick.
The king has seen fit to leave this decision in your hands, and I shall not gainsay his wisdom.
A lord must be worldly as well as wise. I trust you will conduct yourself as befits the lord of a high house.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell, Lord Folks.
The king has entrusted this decision to you, my lord. I suppose you have an idea as to why.
It's a test.
He means to test my judgment. He is waiting to see which I choose and for what reason.
Indeed. We are friendly with both nations now, so neither choice will earn his ire.
He just wants to see where your priorities are.
There is no telling how these relations may change going forward. No doubt, the choice you make will have an effect on our own house's relationship with the nation you choose.
I understand. This requires careful consideration. Benedict, gather the others. I would hear their opinions on the matter. Then we shall consult the
scales of conviction!
At once, my lord.
The other big like decision dialogue mechanic in this game. Where you have a big dumb trial and everyone tells you what they think and then you tell them they're wrong and then they agree with you. Also, we can apparently go drink. Oh, okay, cool. When they said that the sundry shop wouldn't be available until later, I thought they meant later than that. Let's go have a look at what's up with the tavern and the Spirited Barkeep. Opening the encampment tavern. Well, for soldiers have a place to relax as long as I'm around. I plan on sticking with you till the end. Drop in for a drink and a chat every so often. Oh, yeah, okay. This is where you grind. Sick. You grind and you get materials. What do you guys think about this? Would you want to see the mental mock battles? Would that be a stream thing, or would that be a, like, grind-off stream thing? No big deal. Don't care if you see them here. Cool. That's what I was thinking too. Because I probably will want to check them out, but I don't feel like it's a good idea to bog downstream with them. Ah, Sundry Shop. Wolffort's always treating me well. If there's aught I can do to repay your kindness, you need only ask. Be able to promote unit classes here. Okay. Exchange kudos for items, promote your allies. Quietus? Commands executed immediately in battle differ from abilities in 3 key ways. They don't consume a turn. They consume QP, not TP. Can only be used once per I remember having one of these that was like a heal or something. The metals promote a unit's class, come in limited quantities. New metals will be added as the story progresses. So I can buy none of the useful stuff, and I can spend 1 point on a bunch of lore that I won't really. Here's what we'll do. We'll jump back into story for now. Go through another couple lines of dialogue. If we don't hit another battle around the time that I'm getting ready to end the stream, we will jump into a mock battle and do that real quick. Because I'm interested in doing it, but I'm not particularly interested in streaming it. I feel like that'll bog things down a lot. Kind of like when I tried to do all of the side quests in Lost Judgment, and nobody watched that towards the end. Because it took 100 hours and no one cared by the end of it.
It seems.
Yo, we brought the scales out here? I thought there was like a room for this.
Is no small matter either.
Indeed, but I needn't face it alone. I would ask each of you where you think we should go and why. State your case before the scales of conviction. Then we shall decide our destination.
We take a vote and the consensus determines our action. Is that it?
Yeah, I don't really know why we need scales for it. It's just ceremonial.
Their opinions carry equal weight to mine. Such is the way of House Wolffort. As Lord, I shall bear the weight of consequence for the scales' decision, whatsoever they may be.
You are more serious than usual, my friend.
Listen, the scales are a big deal, okay?
What it means to be lord of his house.
Well, I hope you have room for a stowaway, because I'm going to. In secret, of course. I trust the new Lord Wolffort will handle the ponderous negotiations and diplomacy with grace.
Your Highness, you cannot be...
You may stay ashore if you wish, Huette.
You know I cannot allow that. If you insist on going, then I shall attend you.
Well then, it would seem the matter is settled.
There is exactly 1 coin for each of us.
It seems fate has conspired to bring balance to our proceedings.
Yeah!
How curious.
Curious? I see it as a sign that the heavens approve of my joining you.
You are ever the optimist, my friend.
Shall we proceed, my lord? 1 coin, 1 vote.
Very well. I would hear each of your thoughts on the matter in turn. Then you shall place your coin upon the scales of conviction and illuminate the road ahead.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what the choice is. That's the choice. Thank you, game. Hesfrost or Hyzant, would they have time to visit both? So Holy State or Salty Commerce State? I may not have my own token of conviction. It is my duty to lend an ear to their arguments. An honest exchange of opinions will hopefully lead to a decision that satisfies all who vote. Well, that's not really how voting works, but here's how voting works. The path of the story will be determined by the consensus of your party as played out through voting scenes. Each of your allies will cast their vote according to his or her own convictions. As a player, you'll be bound to the decision of the majority. Before voting commences, you may attempt to persuade the others to change their minds. Whether or not your attempt succeeds will only be revealed when the votes are cast. The strength of Serenoa's convictions will affect the chances of success. Key to winning over your party is gathering the necessary information beforehand, and information may not always be found in the same room where the votes are cast, so be proactive in talking to everyone. This is where we use information. All right, so we're 50-50 right now. Oh, and Anna's undecided, probably because she doesn't care. So first things first, what do I want to do? Oh yeah, Hyzant's the Holy State. Okay, Holy Salt State. Salty Holy State. You know what I'm getting it confused with? Esfrost is like the northern nation, so they have the iron. But I was thinking about, because it's HD2D, I'm thinking about Octopath Traveler, where the northern state was the religious state where Ophelia's from. All right, let's. Yeah, I assume that's true, Ark. But let's hear what everyone has to say.
Lord Serenoa.
Esfrost soldiers are said to be among the strongest in all of Norzelia. However, that's only hearsay. I mean to judge them for myself. I'm not interested in persuading. I'm honestly leaning in the direction of Esfrost unless someone gives me a specific reason to not.
Lord Serenoa.
Esfrost or Hyzant, I don't give a shit. I'll just go wherever. Still, I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter. Well, hey there, Limed Green, and also cross-product. Welcome in. I am enjoying the game a lot, and I feel bad that it took me this long to get to it because I was planning on being through Chapter 3 before the game even launched, and then that didn't work out, so I'm playing catch-up, but it's worth it. It's real good. It's everything I wanted it to be. Like, it's exactly the game I was expecting, and I'm getting the exact experience that I wanted, and that's great. Hold on. Before I do any discussion at all, why does Frederica want to go to Hyzant?
Serenoa.
I've always wondered when I might visit the country where my mother was born. How does she spend her youth? I would very much like to see. That's damn hard to say no to. This one will not easily be swayed. That by itself is enough to get me like completely on the other side of things. Now I'm like, oh yeah, no, whatever you want. That's honestly a better reason to want to go to one place or another.
Lord Serenoa, hello.
Till now, Frederica's position has offered her few chances to visit Hyzant. Deepening your relationship with the Holy State would doubtless be to your benefit as well. I use this opportunity to let Frederica realize a long-held wish. Oh! That's so hard to say no to! And the battle system, I think, is going to take some, especially like early on, it's definitely going to take some, there's a learning curve. It's going to take some getting used to. But if you've played like tactics games before, it's fairly similar to those. And if you haven't, there's a lot to get. Who are you? Oh, that's Roland. Who is this? Oh, right. King Regna expects great things of you. If there's anything I can do to be of service, simply say the word. I'd like to know more about Frederica's home. I hear the Grand Duchy of Esfrost is known for freedoms. I would have thought you an expert on the subject, considering your bride-to-be hails from that very land, but... Listen, we met like 3 days ago, alright? Esfrost is nestled within the snowy mountains to the north and is famed for its abundance of iron and expertise in smithing. The elite soldiers known as the Black Irons managed to make quite the name for themselves during the Salt Iron War. The nation is led by Archduke Gustadolf, Lady Frederica's older brother, and though he holds most of Esfrost's political power, he encourages the people to act freely and promotes individuals on the basis of ability rather than blood or social status. That sounds nice. Yeah, sure, now it does, except when the war happens. The Fire Nation attacks. They are an ambitious people living in a cold and harsh nation, which makes me think that hunger of theirs is still... They will fight to get stuff. Anyway, forget I said that. Don't worry about it. Lord Wolffort, I know your position as head of house comes with many responsibilities. That's not Roland at all. Who is that? Oh, it's Roland's brother. I played another game with that concept recently. Which concept? 'Cause probably. In party to Roland's fancies is not one of them. I hope you understand that. I mean, it certainly sounds like a familiar concept, Bloodwolf, but I'm not placing something that, like, dealt with that heavily that I played in, like, the last few months or so. Doesn't mean I didn't, just means I don't remember. Roland is doing what he can for the kingdom in his own way. As his older brother, I'm sure you can see that. Well, maybe a prince, but he's also like a brother to me. I swear to do all I can in service of the crown. Appreciate your concern. I hope that you and I can be friends as well, just as our fathers before us. Let's butter up a little bit. You cannot win my favor, as you have my brothers. House Wolffort may be a vassal to the crown, but they also possess a very special power. Cozying up to the royal family will do nothing but arouse needless suspicion. My apologies, I will be more cautious of the boundaries between the high houses and the crown for the sake of the kingdom. Glad we have an understanding. I hope you know I acknowledge both the power and good faith of House Wolffort. Pray do not fan the flames of my brother's foolishness any further. Ooh, that didn't go well at all. Damn. Eridor, what do you want to do? Can't very well say Hyzant holds much appeal to me. Sorcery and Eggsham are too clever by half. I'm sure the people of Esfrost will give a warm reception even if their weather won't. Well, I see, you can't go wrong with the visit to Esfrost considering your nuptial circumstances. I think I like Eridor. Yeah, I sort of get what he's saying, too. Like, Roland and Serenoa being friends, but Roland being of royal blood, like, there are three different, there are three different, like, noble houses making up that kingdom that are all supposed to be, as everything else in triangle strategy, in balance with each other. Roland palling around with me all the time gives the impression that, you know, the king or the royalty can be like unduly swayed by one of the houses. Yeah, you can't be playing favorite. Can't be playing favorites. Franny probably isn't trying to be a dick. He just realizes that it looks bad.
Say.
Carlos Esfrost will be a close partner in the days ahead. Be wise to see how they live, don't you think? Alright, I am starting to build up a rationale for what I think here. The entire point of the marriage between Serenoa and Frederica is to solidify relationships between Glenbrook and Esfrost. That's the whole point of that arrangement. So in that sense, you could assume then that Esfrost is taken care of. We're in good. We have the political marriage set up. We just did that. So we should then work on the other nation that we don't have a direct political marriage tie to at this time. But what do you think, Benedict?
Lord Serenoa.
Hyzant's Ministry of Medicine is said to be a beacon of progress in both medicine and magic. I believe we benefit greatly from seeing the fruits of their knowledge with our own eyes. Also that. Alright. I think I've decided.
Lord Serenoa.
To Hyzant. Yeah, I want to not go there. Hyzant has its charms as well, I'm sure. What about it appeals to you, my lord? The fucking ice mage, let's go! Let's just see how their touted equality works in practice. For now, it is only words to me. I'd like to visit the source. There's nothing like it in the world. This is what you give a shit about, though. What about their cool ice warriors, though?
Quite true.
I've heard the same. What magic I have seen is impressive enough. I can scarce imagine what a true master could do. I should like to try my hand against one in mock combat if able. My bow against their spells. Okay. Yeah, I guess that could be pretty cool, though. We are in thought. I really like that it doesn't just immediately put them in the other column. They're like, okay, no, you made them think about it. And the game is very deliberate in telling you, like, you won't know whether you change their mind until they vote. But you made them think about it.
Lord Serenoa.
All right. We're going to Hyzant. As a Hyzant that is the nation of salt and sand. Do you have a reason to go there? That's really cool. Like, we learned about this thing, and that makes me want to go there. That's cool. I hear everyone is treated as equals. I would see the truth of that claim. I do want to see how this supposed equality actually works in practice. I am intensely familiar with the idea that it's one thing to claim freedom and equality, and another thing to, you know, actually live those values. I hate sand. It's coarse. It gets everywhere. I want to learn about magic and shit.
Indeed.
I see. I hear the feats performed there beg your belief. Any knowledge we could gain would surely come in handy during times of need. Thank you for sharing, my lord. I see now why you wish to visit Hyzant. It's definitely not. It's definitely that, and not just because my new girlfriend wants to. I find it reassuring you can be so frank with us. I find it reassuring that you can keep stabbing people in the back multiple times. Like enemies, not us. Preferably. Alright, you two are good.
Say.
Yo, Roland, what up with... How about Hyzant, though? Nah, we're going Salt Town. What reasons have you for wanting to visit Hyzant? I just have a feeling. Salt from the source has made them prosperous. I would be interested in seeing how that wealth manifests itself. This is interesting because I would be fascinated to see a society where everyone is truly equal. I am interested in that. That was an unlocked option for other people. What reasons do you have? I don't know. The thing is, Ellipsis, if there's one person that would work with, it's probably Roland. If you went to Roland and you were like, I don't know, I feel it in my gut. He'd be like, oh shit, all right, let's go, bro.
Certainly.
Indeed, they say Hyzant is a country without kings or nobles. 'Tis hard to imagine. But why imagine when we can see it with our own eyes? An interesting proposal. There's no kings or nobles because it's ruled with money and commerce. What you have instead is corporations. Wonder what everyone else thinks. You give me much to consider.
Listen, lad.
Don't want to go to Hyzant. I want to go to Snowtown. Let's put in some effort. Ah, you want to go to Hyzan, do you? Care telling me why? I feel like the third option, the third unlocked option, can't always be the right one. Like, that feels like a trap. Because it's like, oh, there's one locked option that you have to do extra work to get. So it feels like it should always be the right one, but it can't always be the right one. Does Eridor give a shit about magic and medicine? I don't think he gives a shit about this answer. I do think he'd give a shit about implying that he can meet different looking women. That's what I think he wants to hear. I suppose I can't argue with that. Beggar's belief to imagine all the green around us replaced with sand. Don't doubt the sands have weathered some mighty hard folk. Could be they'd have something to teach us.
I've made up my mind.
Have you? Well, let's have the results, I suppose. We have ended the persuasion phase. We have, out of 7, we have 3 yeses and 4 swing votes. So I'm feeling pretty good about it.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we journey to the Grand Duchy of Esfrost or the Holy State of Hyzant? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You've convinced me.
Hyzant is just as good as Esfrost. Well, we convinced literally one person, so we're good. We're all in.
You have my vote.
Yeah, Anna is absolutely there to be like...
I changed my mind.
Oh. Hyzant has his charms, I admit. Charms I mean to see for myself. Yo, we got unanimous? Eridor? Buddy?
You won me over.
Hey, all right, we're all in. Let's go.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
I mean, it's not like there's any real suspense. We don't really... We can just go. We all know who we voted for. You said it out loud. Why is it on fire?
The way forward is decided.
Yeah, I know!
We journey to Hyzant.
So yeah, I think that like Frederica and Gila would not be convinced under any circumstances, but you could just go to Esfrost regardless by swaying Benedict and Anna. Anna doesn't give a shit. So like, she is the swing vote who just lets you win no matter what. Oh, man. Bloodwolf. Wolf Blitzer saying the words, "take a look at this," are burned into my brain permanently. I'm glad we got a unanimous vote, though. That makes me feel good.
We have decided.
I
We set
imagine it's
sail for the
probably
holy
pretty
state
damn
of
close to the last time that will happen.
Whether or not it proves to be the right choice will depend on our actions. I trust in you all.
We are ready to set sail, Lord Patriot.
Very good, my lord.
Take a look at these scales of conviction. Man, if I wanted to take like 5 minutes to set up the gag, I could put like an election board map behind me on the camera, and that would make this way better. But take a look at these scales of conviction. With 100% of party members reporting, we seem to have a unanimous vote. CNN is now predicting that House Wolffort will be going to the holy state of Hyzant. We're going to turn that blue on the map.
When you pay respects to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, remember that you do so on behalf of our king.
Are you a shit? Oh, you're absolutely a shit. He leads the royalists? Yo, when have royalists literally ever been good people? Like, in anything. Not like a royal family. Not like, because you can have like a noble king or prince or like, I'm not talking about royalty. I'm talking about a faction of people that call themselves the royalists. Those are fucking villains. Period. Full stop. Also, additional benefit to going to Hyzant, Lila.
That said, I must offer you a warning as well.
I appreciate it.
It may be in Lady Frederica's best interests to remain here in Glenbrook.
Oh!
I fear there may be some complications were she to come to Hyzant.
Uh-huh! Okay. So, let's just establish this right the fuck out front. Right? Yeah, okay, yeah. Uh-huh. I gotta get the line in on this. So just to recap. There we go. Just to recap. The holy state of Hyzant. Believers in freedom and merit. And not judging people by their birthright. Unless they're those fucking rose hair slurs. Yeah, no, freedom and equality, but also racism. That sounds about right. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go.
She is half-sister to the Archduke and my betrothed besides. What complications could there possibly be?
You know what complications?
None, if I had any say in it. However, the matter is more delicate.
Uh-huh.
Your lady's hair would draw
There it
attention.
is.
Unfortunately, none of it favorable.
Excellent.
My mother's hair. The pink locks of the Roselle. Mother once told me of how her people fled Hyzant.
Then you know how the Roselle are viewed in our nation. How the gospel of the goddess regards them as sinners.
Oh my god!
Yes, I do.
All right.
But I am from
religious
Estat,
ethnic cleansing.
and I assure you
All
I have
right.
committed no sins.
Of course, my lady.
Oh,
Very
fuck
well, then.
this!
I will do all in my power to see your visit is a pleasant one.
So, are we at like?
Thank you.
What's?
Pray forgive my
What's the level of this? Where are we at? Are we at like? Are we at like dirty looks as she walks down the street? Are we at throwing rocks? Or are we at like city guardsmen arrest you for no reason? Like what's the level that we're at here? Are we at the casual racism of like the, you know, of the just, you know, soft slur being uttered here and there? Or are we at burning at the stake?
You've no need to apologize. Still, I must ask, are you certain?
I must go. I would see with my own eyes. See where and how my mother and her people suffered.
Jesus, I didn't realize this was gonna be a fucking pilgrimage.